Hello again. Thank you for stopping by and watching my video. So this is part 2 of places that left an impression on me. And this is probably the appropriate time to tell you what do I mean by places that left an impression. It simply means that maybe it made me feel like I want to go to see other places similar to that place, or it changed my view of the world somehow, or maybe it set the bar for something. Something that I expect, for example, weather or food or anything else. So that's places that left an impression. Once again, we're going to cover 2 in this video, and we'll start off with Snowdonia. So why would you go to Snowdonia? Well, I went to Snowdonia for a hiking trip. Snowdonia is in Wales, in the UK. It is a massive national park with mountains, villages, little rivers, so farms, beautiful place. So I spent 6 days there, and as it is in the UK, we can say pretty much straight away that it is in the same climate as the place we've left off last time, which was Cambridge. So for me, it left an impression because I really loved the climbing experience. I did it a few times before and I really loved doing it, but doing it with a group, from school, with very, very nice people, and we were together for 6 days as a team. Doing it with them was a really good experience. So if you want to see some nice sights and feel like you've done some hard work, because it will ask a lot from your body, but at the same time, you're an amateur, you're not a professional, you're not ever planning to climb Mount Everest for those sights, go here, because this is such a safe place to do it. Anyone can do it. We were school kids, spent 6 days there, we were fine, but we did feel, as I said, like we've done some work. And if anything ever even does happen, which I don't think it will, if you look after yourself the right way, it's in the UK. The whole map of the UK is on a grid, so people will be able to find you very easily if you tell them your location, and you should know your location because you should be traveling with a map. Now, I've mentioned the sites already. Well, now you can look at them. Here you go. It's truly a beautiful place. I'm drawn to heights, I'm drawn to seeing things from a high place, but at the same time feel like I'm safe. I'm drawn to green as well. I love to see lots of trees, lots of grass, lots of nature, and there's many farms there as well, which you can walk through. And animals, the sky is one of the things that I'm really drawn to, especially me coming from the city at that time, from London to go to Snowdonia. I truly appreciated what the sky had to offer, because we really don't realize how much light pollution takes away from us. The whole sky was lit up, the whole sky, and we had a person with us who luckily could tell us what we were looking at. So he could tell us, that's Mars, that's Venus. You suddenly realize you are truly in space, you're part of this galaxy, the Milky Way, the famous spirals, they're right on top of your head, all there. There are villages, as I mentioned, in Snowdonia, and you will definitely walk past them. And there are people in them speaking Welsh to each other. Welsh is one of the languages of the UK, but at the same time, it is relative to the world, is a very rare language. I doubt you will, hear it anywhere outside of Wales, really. So it was pretty great to hear it from the locals.
Dros y 10 mlynedd diwethaf, mae'r cynulliad wedi tyfu'n raddol mewn statws a hyder.
This is clearly not just travel. This is an experience. So if you are going there for a hike, like I did, so you're not just going there to stay in a bed and breakfast and drink some beer in a pub, maybe go out during the day. So if you're not doing just that, then it will be truly an experience. And this is what you will do. Reading maps, covering long distances every day, carrying a very heavy bag with all the equipment, setting tents, sleeping in tents, getting bitten by insects. One of the most annoying insects that you will find there is midges, tiny flying midges. No, I did not say midgets. I said midges. Look them up. They're really horrible. Cooking outside, getting lost, getting wet, getting in touch with nature. What do I mean by getting in touch with nature? Well, animals. It must be ridiculous to all the people who live, still live in the farms or in the villages, that a few school kids from the city came to hike and then we were scared by cows. There were literally moments where we did not know, is it safe to walk past these goats or these cows or not? In the end, we decided that it was, but really, who else would spend about 10 minutes wondering if it's safe to walk past cows? So that's what I mean by getting in touch with nature. Working as a team. So working as a team is really important. If you just look on the map anywhere, you can zoom in, zoom out. The world kind of feels small, but when you're there, you know, deep inside, zoomed in all the way on the ground, the world can feel pretty big, and you will feel very desperated when the map and what you see in front of you doesn't match up, and that is also part of the experience. And now let's move on to Montenegro. Now, the part of Montenegro I will talk about is similar climate to Crimea, which we covered in the last video. It's on the coast of Montenegro. Montenegro actually literally means black mountain. Obviously, you get very good weather there. I went there in February and it was still very sunny, not too hot, but warm enough to go out in just a t-shirt. And you can also see palm trees. You know, in Europe, you can see palm trees. That's great. So it's that kind of weather. If you go to Montenegro, I suggest to travel by car if you can. So you can most easily rent a car there and then drive. But I would caution, if you're a new driver or if you're not too confident, I would caution those drivers because it is a mountainous region. You've got lots of twists and turns, ups and downs, especially when you get off the main roads. I was there with my uncle, so he was driving. I felt very safe. And also the local drivers there are insane, you know, obviously because they're used to their region, their place of driving. So they just go at really fast speeds. You've got to be careful of those. One of the things that left an impression on me from Montenegro is its history. What I will just say in this video, that it is very rich, very complicated, and what that leaves for you, for your eyes, is the various old castles, buildings of different styles. It is very beautiful. Now, you can actually go into Google Maps and go to Street View to see for yourself. You know, here I go for you. You know, normally if you go to Google Maps and like just go to the place you know, it doesn't look that good, does it? But here it looks like it's from a movie. So actually this is a really good place to shoot a movie if you're into that sort of thing. Next thing I'd like to say is that Montenegro has a very good family vibe to it. So if you're traveling as a family or if you're going there with your girlfriend, you will get a nice quiet experience. Even in the summer, it is the type of place where you see lots of, you know, young families having a good quiet time. Being in that part of Europe, you could easily make this one of your legs on a massive Euro trip if you wanted to. So you could stay in Montenegro maybe for 2-3 days, and then you could take a boat from a town called Bar to a town called Bari in Italy. So I believe that's an overnight trip. I'm not sure if they go every day, perhaps more than once a week, that's for sure. And yeah, literally go to Italy and then have fun in Italy. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you next time.